think we've seen this kind of ever-expanding ecosystem of platforms pop up over the last few years, and there's this real expectation now that publishers and news brands particularly will have this real omnipresence within the industry, you know, that we will always be wherever consumers are at any time that they are there. So that's a challenge, but I also think it's a really exciting opportunity for us. CNN's definitely embraced that. We're now publishing content across more than 35 channels, and that's given us a much more granular understanding of who our audience actually is. If you look at our social following as an example, we now reach 160 million people who are subscribing to our channels in a really active way. So we know who they are on not just a demographic but a psychographic level, and we can really fine-tune our content and tailor the way that we are telling stories in order to meet those demands. We're definitely thinking about the way that we're telling stories in order to meet consumers' expectations in a new way. You know, we are not expecting that our journalism will fit into this one-size-fits-all model. We recognise that as a TV brand that was built 40 years ago, the way that we were creating programming then probably won't make sense for every programming platform that we're working across now. And we're bringing brands with us along the way on that journey. You know, brands similarly are not expecting all of our content now to live on one channel or in one format. And that's reflective in the way that we're creating and collaborating with those partners. You know, what 10, 15 years ago might have been a sort of spots and dots relationship now is much more about producing content and integrating brands into our storytelling. More than 60% of our commercial partnerships now actually include our brand studio. We have a studio called Create who works across our commercial partnerships to build content that really speaks to their brand and their values, and we're increasingly seeing now that partners are coming to us for that specifically. So data is really fundamental to what we do, both on a pre-sales and a post-sales level when we're working with any of our partners. We have an amazing audience and insights team in-house who are constantly looking at the way that our content is being received and the way that different audiences are expecting us to produce and deliver to them. The communication between that team and the team who are actually creating content is incredibly intertwined. So it is very rare that we'd work across a partnership that wasn't being informed by that data that's coming back to us in real time from those 35 plus platforms that we're distributing across. On a post-sale level, we're also looking at how campaigns are working across that myriad of distribution channels and using that to better inform how we work, both with partners and with our audiences moving forwards.